Hello, YouTube land. This is Brent Son coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. Now, recently I posted a few pictures. This was one of them from Mike Hursh. And this picture is a crop out of another picture that we're going to look at in a minute. Now, I called this video Sasquatch and the Boy. Well, we're going to take a look at an email I got of one of the people who saw the video. This is his analysis of it. And then we're going to look at what I think is going on in it again. And I'll outline what I see in the picture because some people see it, some don't. And that's kind of the way it is sometimes. But um, all right, well, let's just get started. All right, now Brian Smith sent me an email and he was pointing out a few things about the picture from Mike Hursh. And first of all, he sent me this map showing where Riverview was, where that picture was taken. And then he sent me another picture saying that particular picture was taken here. And this is in Florida. This is the original picture, of course, and this is a cropped version. That's why we're going to look at this closer, and a few other things I found in it. But this is his idea of what was going on in the picture from Brian Smith. He was saying there's an adult Sasquatch right here, this hole in the purple outline, basically, and it is carrying an infant. Now, this arm, I thought that this was a Sasquatch here reaching in with this fuzzy looking arm, and the fingers right here were over this thing's mouth. Let's see, an eye there, the nose, the forehead. Some people had a hard time seeing that. Or I thought there was a deer. In the original picture, you can it looks like an eye right there or something. And, I was just trying to make sense of it, but I think I've got it more figured out now because I have looked at it more and what have you. But he thinks that there's a baby Sasquatch here, and the legs are coming over, and this is a Sasquatch that's got white streak in the hair. And I guess the fingers are there from the baby, and this is the arm coming across of the baby, and the fingers grabbing on. And this is the head of a Sasquatch, and there's a big Sasquatch back here. But I think that's a face of a Sasquatch reaching in. This is whatever. It's some humanoid-looking face. Maybe a Sasquatch. I don't know for sure. But we're going to look at something right here in a little bit. You can see teeth, eye socket, and the face right here. It's back in the shadows. But anyway, that's what he thought it was. I mean, you all can look at it and see. But he was saying that this white right here is, I guess, in the hair. Or he thinks this is a white streak of hair right here coming across this way. And he thinks that it matches up with this, and I guess there's supposed to be a baby hanging on this Sasquatch, and that was taken in the upper part of up here in Florida. Now, but that arm right there, look at this arm in the hands. If that was a baby Sasquatch, that would make some sense, because look at this. This hairless arm. That's interesting. And, the face is even kind of hairless. They're a little more hairless when they're little. So if the Sasquatch mimics that at all, then that would sort of make sense. Yeah. But I'm going to outline what I think is going on here. And then we're going to look at the original picture without this being cropped. And you're going to see a little bit better what's going on, I think, if you see the original picture. Now, this is the video that was the original video, and I have in this one this picture that Mike Hursh sent, and then I take a look at a few of Diana, her pictures from Louisiana. But we're going to focus on this picture from Mike Hursh in Florida and look at the original. Now, this is the original picture that the cropped picture comes out of. Now, when you look at this compared to the picture that we analyzed, it's kind of a different scenario, because the picture that we were looking at, I thought was more at ground level, when in actuality this is a nest up in a tree that these things are sitting in. They're up in this tree, and that's kind of a little bit different than what I originally thought, because these trees can be quite huge, and that's a different scenario altogether. So anyway, let's take a look at it. Okay, the main things I want to look at is this in the center, this face, and then we have this Sasquatch that's in the light, because the sun's coming from that side. This arm that might be a baby Sasquatch because it's hairless, and then there's a face back here in the back. Now, I messed with the lighting a little bit on this and kind of darkened some things and all that. But look at the face in the middle. You can see a forehead and the eyes and the nose, and then maybe even the hair on top. And then the Sasquatch on the right reaching in, the sun is coming from that side, we can see in the original picture. And that makes it kind of overlit on the face of this thing. It's overexposed somewhat. And then this thing over to the left, you can see a face, and it's got teeth showing, and it looks kind of angry, like they maybe have something up in this tree, even if this is a person, and because it almost looks human-like to me, the one in the middle. And if this is a person, maybe they took this person, they've got him up here in this tree, and these are 2 or 3 Sasquatch are up there. I don't know, but to me it's obvious that there's something in the center of this picture, and then there is something to the right side reaching in, and then there looks to be an arm that's too skinny to be belonging to the head that you see in the center. So there might be some juvenile Sasquatch arm right there. But for sure, too, in my opinion, you can see an angry looking face that has teeth showing in the background. And it's up in a tree. It's a nest. And it's very intriguing to me. And no matter what, if you don't agree with the right side picture or the left side picture, that's a face in the middle of that tree. And there is a hand and an arm. So if this is a human up there, I don't know how he would get up there. It almost looks like to me that something has taken something, whether it be a human or another Sasquatch, a baby Sasquatch or whatever, and they've put them up in this tree. And there's more than one in this tree. I don't know. Let me know what you all think. But to me, I think this is a very fascinating picture. And maybe the other guy who sent his opinion in with a baby on the head of the Sasquatch or what have you, and a big Sasquatch in the whole picture, maybe he's right. I don't know. But some people say, oh, this is pareidolia. The sun is shining. That could be the case for what's on the right and what's on the left. But what is in the middle, that's a face. And I don't care what anyone says. If you can't see that, put your glasses on, get a better resolution screen or something. But there's 2 eye sockets that look very dark, so it makes me wonder if this thing is dead. I don't know. But I can see a forehead clearly. I can see eye sockets clearly. And I can see a nose, a hooded nose, that would either be some type of Sasquatch, whether it's the what people call the ancient ones that look more human-like than the other types, and the face tends to have less hair, and then the rest of the body is hairy usually, but um, I don't know for sure, but that's a face in the middle of that tree, and it's up in a tree. So something has put this up there, or someone has climbed up there. Um, but it is a face, and I believe I'm 99% sure that that's a forehead, eye sockets, and a nose. Now, I hope that helps people see it a little more clearly and understand the scenario of this being up in the tree with the outlines going on here, so you can say, okay, that's right where it's supposed to be. Look, 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 and put your glasses on, because I had to put my glasses on when I first looked at the picture to be able to see it. Let me know what you all think. It's an interesting picture. And thank you, Mike Hursh.